Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining. Well, thank you for joining the class. Yeah, you already know that we're in English 6. And before we start our first subject of today, I would like to show the list of classmates that we have enrolled here. Okay, déjame compartir la lista, voy a compartir la lista de participantes o de compañeros que tenemos inscritos en el grupo. Please make sure your name is correctly spelled. Hagan favor de verificar que su nombre esté correctamente escrito. And according to what I see that we are just now in the classroom versus the list, I think we're missing Alan, Ruby, and Danny, right? Creo que solamente nos falta Alan, Ruby y Danny, ¿verdad? 3 y 7 son 10, 3 y 6. Sí, perfecto. Creo que nada más ellos nos faltan, right? Is your name correctly spelled? ¿Todos estamos de acuerdo con cómo está escrito nuestro nombre?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
teacher.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So, do you know how we say tomar lista in English?
Pass the list.
Pass the list? Not really. I mean, we can say attendance list, okay, es como la lista de asistencia, or call the roll, okay, call the roll, como llamar de call the roll. Let me write it down. Let me write it down somewhere else. For example, the teacher call the roll. Okay, that's a way to say que el profesor tomó lista, or we sign, for example, we sign the attendance list, o firmamos la lista de asistencia. Okay, so that's how we express that we are taking, or that we are calling the roll, right? You know that we usually don't call the roll. Erika, it's not here. Erika B. Good. We usually don't call the roll, but in this case, I'm just making sure that we are the 9, or that we attend correctly, or that our name is correctly spelled. Okay, so from time to time, probably we will take or call the roll. Okay, normalmente saben que no nombramos lista, pero algunas veces sí lo vamos a hacer. Especialmente esta semana, y maybe the next one, just to make sure that we are all enrolled or correctly enrolled, and make sure that your notes or grades are correctly uploaded into the system. Okay? Solamente para asegurarnos que estamos capturando bien o que su nombre está correctamente para que no tengan problema con sus calificaciones. And I guess we are almost complete. I guess we are just missing one. Well, who's missing? Just Alan is missing, I guess. Okay, good. So last Tuesday, I guess it was last Tuesday, or I don't recall when, we talked about the impromptu speech. Do you remember what an impromptu speech is? No, impromptu speech. Impromptu speech. You don't recall what impromptu is? Impromptu, it's when you are not ready or prepared, okay? So that you have to improvise something. So that's impromptu, okay? So impromptu speeches are speeches that you don't know that you have to give, okay? So you don't have anything prepared, okay? Son estos discursos, los impromptu speech, son discursos que son improvisados, que no sabes de qué vas a hablar, pero que tienes que de alguna manera estructurar algunas ideas para dar un discurso. So today we're going to talk about impromptu speeches. Okay, so let me share my screen. So this is impromptu speech. I need a volunteer to read the first point or the first bullet. I'm sorry, the first bullet. We call it bullet, okay? So let me write it down. This, and this are called bullets, okay? Son como en Spanish les llamamos primer punto, ¿no? O ¿cómo le decimos? How do we call this in Spanish? ¿Cómo le llamamos en español? I'm sorry, I forgot that. How do we call it? ¿Cómo le llamamos a estos, a los que tengo señalados? Oh, well, I don't remember. I will investigate. Okay, so first bullet. I need a volunteer to read the first bullet to see what an impromptu speech is and what is it for. Anyone, just one.
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you, Manuel.
An impromptu speech is a type of speech that you have to prepare in a certain amount of time.
Thank you. So an impromptu speech is a type of speech that you have to prepare in a certain amount of time. Okay, so for us, the impromptu speech, or you will have to prepare your speech in a minute. Okay, 2 minutes. I will give you 2 minutes to prepare your speech. Okay, voy a dar 2 minutos para preparar nuestro speech. Okay, a certain amount of time. What is it amount? In Spanish, what is it amount?
Cantidad.
Cantidad, very good. So you have to prepare in a certain amount of time. Okay, so you have to prepare a speech in a certain amount of time. We will give you, or I will give you 2 minutes. I think that's too much, but okay, 2 minutes to prepare your speech. Okay, les voy a dar 2 minutos para preparar su speech. Okay, I creo que es mucho, eh? Preparing and delivering. Okay, who can help me to read the second bullet?
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Preparing and delivering a speech of different impromptu speech topics is a great way to practice quick thinking speaking.
Okay, good. Excellent. Preparing and delivering a speech on different impromptu speech topics, it's a great way to practice quick thinking and speaking. We are practicing impromptu speeches in order for you to practice the fast thinking. Okay, vamos a practicarlo para ayudarles, pues, o ayudarnos todos a pensar rápido, okay, y poder dar una charla, una pequeña explicación, maybe, pues, lo mejor posible armado, okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Who wants to participate with the last bullet? 12 fueron. Why? Okay, who wants to participate with the next? The third bullet.
Daniela is because she feels bad. She
Okay.
has typhoidea, so
Oh my
maybe it's the internet with her, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, well, I hope she gets well. Okay, no problem, no rush. Good. So who wants to read the third bullet?
Me?
Excellent, Emmanuel.
This kind of speech are become a popular way to raise and practice public speaking and communication skills.
Excellent. These kinds of speeches are becoming a popular way to test and practice public speaking and communication skills. Okay, so this will help us to improve our skills. Okay, not only for providing a formal speech, but also to give just your opinion in a, let's say that we are in a dinner, okay, probably with your family-in-law, okay, con tus a lo mejor suegros o algo así. So you can provide a good speech or a good reason of your argument, okay? Como un buen argumento para tus ideas o para tus razones, okay? So, and also I think this is very good, this is a very good tool to practice our pronunciation, our fluency, okay? Nuestra como fluidez in English, and our accent or pronunciation, okay? So I think it's a very good tool. Remember that we are here all to learn. Estamos todos para aprender. So I don't expect that you be like very professional or you to be like so sharp. Okay, so don't worry if we cannot correctly pronounce something or we let's say misspell a word. Okay, no es necesario que lo hagamos como súper bien porque pues todos estamos aquí para aprender, but the reason why we are doing this is just to practice our pronunciation and most of all, get self-confidence when speaking. Okay, más que nada para agarrar como esta seguridad, ¿no? ¿Cómo se dice self-confidence? Cuando tienes como seguridad en ti mismo, self-confidence when speaking, okay? So let's move on. So how are we going to build the impromptu speech? Or how can we build a correct impromptu speech or any speech? Okay? ¿Cómo vamos a construirlo? Okay. First of all, we're going to say a greeting. Okay. Like, for example, thank you, classmates and teacher. Thank you, all of the audience here. I don't know, something like that, right? Like to give, like whenever, like for example, whenever I start a class, I say thank you for joining the class. You can say thank you for joining this time. Thank you for listening, or thank you, or hello to everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm going to talk about, okay? Lo primero es como dar como una bienvenida, ¿no? Como un gracias por escucharme, como normalmente abrimos la clase como gracias por unirse a la clase, etc., right? So we're going to start with a greeting. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening, or thank you, classmates, or welcome, classmates and professor. Welcome, classmates and teacher. Thank you, all the directors. Thank you, all the staff, etc., right? So we're going to start with a greeting, with a welcoming, okay? After that, we can say an introduction, which is a strong statement to grab the reader's attention. What is it? What's the meaning of grab reader's attention or grab listeners' attention? Aquí debe haber puesto listeners. What is the meaning of this? What's the meaning of grab? Grab. For example, when we are, let's say that we are on a painting class, okay? And I told you, please grab your pencil or grab the color pink, the pink color, right? Or for example, we're just leaving the house, and I turn to you and I say, please grab that scarf, or grab the keys. Okay, I forgot the keys, please grab the keys. What's the meaning of grab in Spanish? What's the meaning of grab?
Agarrar.
Exactly, agarrar, tomar, ¿no? Cuando estamos como en alguna clase, algo les digo, agarren su lápiz, ¿no? Grab your pencil, or grab the keys, agarra las llaves, me olvidaron, grab the keys, okay? So, grab listeners' attention, okay? Es como captar la atención de en este caso, pues de los que estamos escuchando, o de los que, o si, de los lectores, ¿no? Grabs the attention, okay? Como que te, sí, pues, que te tomen la idea, ¿no? Más bien que les tomes el interés. Grab the attention, okay? So you need a strong statement to grab the listener's attention. For example, how many times we have seen this kind of statement? Do you know that, okay, como ese tipo de enunciados cuando estamos leyendo o cuando nos van a dar algún speech o algo o un comercial que dicen, ¿sabías que? Okay, that's like a strong statement to grab listeners' attention. Do you know that population, it's growing? No? For example, if you are going to talk about population, what else? Or you can say, my last trip was amazing, right? That's a strong statement that can grasp listeners' attention, okay? You are saying, or your statement, I'm saying that your vacation or your last trip was so amazing that you have to listen what happened to this person, okay? Entonces, en la introducción vamos a lanzar un statement, un enunciado que sea como llamativo para que todos podamos voltear a verte y ponerte atención, okay? Excellent. Questions so far about reading and introduction? No questions? Can we continue?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So next part, it's the body, okay, which is provide your main ideas and include some supporting statements. Okay. You can use examples or details if needed. Okay. So after that, you'll have to provide some ideas why you are saying that your last trip was amazing. Okay. Or why you are saying that population is growing, or why you are, I don't know, why you are making that statement. Okay? ¿Por qué el primer enunciado, your statement to grab the attention, why you say so? ¿Por qué lo dijiste? Okay? So you have to provide a couple of ideas. Una, dos, tres ideas will be enough. Okay, so you provide the body accordingly to the introduction statement, and finally you go to the conclusion that you can summarize the main points of the speech. So that's why I'm saying that my last trip was so amazing. Okay, you can say that, or you can summarize with the for all those points. I'm pretty sure that population is growing, for example. Okay, so you need a statement to wrap up. Okay, to grab. Let me write it down. To grab. What's the meaning of wrap up or wrap? Do you know what the meaning of wrap? Wrap. Es como envolver, okay? In Spanish es envolver. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's como envolver, okay? So, you need a statement to grab all your ideas, como para cerrar o envolver todas tus ideas, okay? You can summarize the main points of the speech, closing the statement, and call to action. What's a call to action? What's the meaning of call to action?
¿En Spanish? ¿En Spanish o
Yeah, you can say it in Spanish.
como llamar a una acción, ¿no?
Exactly, como por ejemplo, si estamos hablando de la contaminación, yo puedo decirles como, I encourage you to not using disposables cups. Okay, como los invito a encourage, is encourage. Do you know the meaning of encourage? Encourage, como invitarlos a, como, sí, es como invitarlos, pero como una invitación fuerte, ¿no? Como casi de te reto a, ¿no? Los invito, I encourage you to not use disposable cups, okay? No usar vasos desechables. If I'm talking about pollution, for example, right? So we can say, or we can make a summary of our points. We can close or wrap up with a statement, or we can wrap up with a call to action, with encourage to do something or not to do something. Okay, so this is going to be the structure of our impromptu speech. A greeting, hey, hello, good morning, good afternoon, welcome, thank you for listening, thank you for being here, thank you for joining, etc. An introduction statement, a good introduction statement that grabs listeners' attention. A body with 2 or 3 statements, okay, supporting statements, and finally a conclusion with a call to action or with a closing statement. Okay, so this is going to be the structure of our impromptu speeches. Okay, are we agree on this? Do we have any trouble? Do we have any question with the structure of the impromptu speeches? No? Say something.
Nope. Not a
Please
question.
say something. Okay. Okay, hold on. So, oops, what am I doing? Copy, paste. Okay, good. So if we don't have any questions about the impromptu speech, let's go then to try some impromptu speeches. Okay. Oh, no. I have here, sorry. I have here just an example of an impromptu speech. Okay. For example, here we have an example of a speech, a short speech. Okay, so it starts with the greetings saying, respected principal and teachers and my dear friends. Okay, so that's the greeting. Esa es como la primera parte en la que vamos a agradecer o hacer como un reconocimiento. Okay, respected principal and teachers and my dear friends. Respetable público, you know that, ¿no? Respetable director, maestros y queridos amigos, right? Okay, so who wants to read the first part, which should be the statement or the main idea? Who wants to read the main idea of this speech? Victims or volunteers? Okay, a victim. Let's take Alan. I'm sorry, Alan.
Ay, profe. Me caía también.
I'm sorry, Alan. You were the first on my list.
Don't worry. Respect principal and teachers and my dear friends. Today I'm going to speak on the topic environmental pollution, which is a serious problem that the whole world is facing today. The remedies increasing. Yes, increase.
I will repeat that
Increase?
again.
Increase.
No.
Increasing.
Tremendous.
Tremendous increase in population in the root cause of king of population. More people on this earth.
No, hold on. Just right there. Okay, so it is tremendous. I'm sorry. The tremendous increase in population is the root cause of all kinds. Okay, all kinds of pollution. Okay, good. Thank you, Alan. We need a real brave one to read the body of the speech. This should be a brave one because it's long. Esto va a ser muy valiente. So we need a real brave one. Or should we take a victim? Oh my God. This is like the juego de calamar, no? Okay, a victim. Okay, let's take a victim. What about Stefano?
Okay.
Good.
More people on this earth means more waste material being created. Another factor is that advancements has made our lives very comfortable, but has also given rise to a variety of problems are harming the environment. Pollution comes in various forms. Air pollution is caused by the smoke from factories, the exhaust fumes from vehicles, and the burning of garbage containing chemical materials. Water pollution is caused when toxic waste materials are disposed of into seas and rivers. Soil pollution is again the result of incorrect methods of waste disposal.
Excellent, very good. So, very good, excellent, you did good. So we need a final volunteer to read the conclusion or the summary paragraph. Volunteer, one volunteer. Okay, one last victim then. What about you, Erika? Please help us to read the final statement, the final paragraph. I'm sorry.
Even though it may be not possible for mankind to eliminate environmental pollution totally, the hazards can be no, I don't remember how to say
Minimize it.
minimized by adopting alternate methods and following certain rules. We must remember that by protecting the environment, we are protecting ourselves.
Excellent, very good. So we say even though, right? Whenever we have a TH, we pronounce it like a D. Then whenever we have a GH, we mostly pronounce it just like an F, even though. Okay, good. Excellent. So I'm going to read the complete text and let's see if we have some vocabulary that causes some problems. Okay, just let me hold on. So here we go. Respected principals, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I'm going to speak on the topic environmental pollution, which is a serious problem that the whole world is facing today. The tremendous increase in population is a root cause of all kinds of pollution. More people on this earth means more waste material being created. Another factor is the advancements in science and technology. It has made our lives very comfortable, but has also given rise to a variety of problems that are harming the environment. Pollution comes in various forms. Air pollution is caused by the smoke from factories, the exhaust fumes from vehicles, and the burning of garbage containing chemical materials. Water pollution is caused when toxic waste materials are disposed of into seas and rivers. Soil pollution is again the result of incorrect methods of waste disposals. Even though, even though it may not be possible for mankind to eliminate environmental pollution totally, the hazards can be minimized by adopting alternate methods in following certain rules. We must remember that by protecting the environment, we are protecting ourselves. Okay, so questions, problems with vocabulary. Vocabulary or pronunciation problems.
The hazards, what is? I don't
Okay.
remember. Hazards.
Hazards, very good. Hazards can be like damage. In this case, can be like damage. Los daños, in this case, the damage can be minimized, okay? Es como lo que daña, o sí, pues sí, los daños, the hazards, can be minimized by adopting alternate methods. What's the meaning of disposed? Waste materials are disposed of into seas and rivers.
¿Desechados, algo así?
Very good. Desechados, okay? Also, when we are saying como los desechables, como hace un momento, a few minutes ago, I was talking about the disposable, I'm sorry, disposable cups, ¿no? Como los vasos desechables, que son como muy contaminantes, ¿no? Okay, good. What's the meaning of harming?
Como dañino, algo que daña.
Como que daña o lastima, right? Están dañando o lastimando the environment. Very good. We already know what pollution is. Okay, I think that's it, right? Good. Okay, so if we can see the impromptu speech, it has like this structure, right? We have, or we can identify the greeting, which is the first line. Then we have the grabber's attention statement, which is, today I'm going to speak on the topic environmental pollution, which is a serious problem in the whole world. Okay, es como nuestro statement que va a llamar la atención de los que nos están escuchando. Voy a hablarles de este tema que está enfrentando el mundo entero. Okay, and then we have the body that has some statements or a few statements. I'm going to put it in mute because the train is coming. Hold on, just a second. Okay, good. He's gone. I mean, it's gone. So in the body part, we can find several or a few statements that support the main idea, that supports the idea that that pollution is a very serious problem in the whole world. Okay, and this speech is giving us it says that pollution comes in various forms. And it gives an example or a supporting idea with the air pollution, with the water pollution, and the soil pollution. Okay? It mentioned 3 statements that supports the idea that why it is important to face this problem. Why is it important to investigate or to investigate or provide a solution for the environmental pollution, right? And then just to summarize and just to finalize the speech, it says, even though, what's the meaning of even though? What's the meaning of that? Even though. Even though. What's that the meaning? What does it
A pesar de
express?
esto,
Right, right. A pesar de eso, ¿no? O aunque, right? Even though, okay, even though it may not be possible for mankind, aunque no vamos a eliminarlo, o sea, no va a ser posible eliminarlo, okay? So it says that, or it's giving us like a summary, okay? Aunque no es posible, you know, like, it's like, okay, ya te di, I'll already give you the reasons of my speech. Now I'm trying to close the speech. So it says, even though it might not be possible for mankind to eliminate the environmental pollution, the hazard can be minimized, okay? So it's giving us like a conclusion. Entonces ya nos está haciendo como una transición, right? Con este tipo de como palabras transitorias como even though, okay? Even though might not be possible to eliminate totally, the hazards can be minimized by adopting alternate methods and following certain rules. Okay? We must remember that by protecting the environment, we are protecting ourselves. Okay? So because at the end, the speech gives us the conclusion idea, right? Como, okay, yo sé que no lo vamos a eliminar, pero si protegemos el ambiente, pues también nos protegemos a nosotros. Okay, and that's a good way to close the speech, right? And finally, you can say thank you for listening, thank you for joining, goodbye. Okay, so just a simple greeting again. Okay? So problems about saying or giving or structuring the impromptu speech or any speech. No problems? Yeah, no. What do you think? Is it easy? Seems to be easy. ¿Parece fácil? What do you think? Do you think it's easy to give an impromptu speech? Come on, participate. Okay, raise your hand. You don't want to talk, so raise your hand if you think it could be easy to give an impromptu speech. Okay, raise your hand if you think it will be complicated to give an impromptu speech. So you think it's going to be complicated? Why is it complicated? Why?
Maybe the nervous.
Maybe because you will feel nervous. What else? I don't think nervous could be a good reason, because we are here all to learn. So you don't have why to be nervous. So what other reason do we have?
In the personal, I don't like speak English and for more people. It's so nervous and more people. So what is the work? Muchas, no me gusta que muchas personas me vean. Sorry.
We're not looking at you. We're just listening to you.
But is the same?
You feel the same? Oh, no,
yeah.
come on. We have to shake it off, all the nervous and all our, how can I call it? Insecurities, okay? We have to shake it off, okay? Get rid of them. Deshazte de todas tus inseguridades because you need to practice your English. I mean, you have already taken some courses, and I know, and we all know that English, it's not our native language. Okay, no es nuestra lengua nativa. So don't get nervous if you make some mistakes. Don't get nervous if you misspell a word. Don't get nervous if you're confusing some words. That's why we're here, to learn, to practice. And I'm pretty sure that I mean, I have heard you. Ya los he escuchado. I know that you already know many things. Okay? So I'm pretty sure that you're going to do very good. Okay? This is just a course to practice our English. This is a course to get rid of all our insecurities. Okay, so I think we're going to do good. Even though if we don't follow the structure of a speech, even though if we don't follow or if we skip the greeting or probably the main statement, if we skip it, it doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is that you make a try, that you effort yourself to give a speech. Okay? No importa si nos brincamos una parte, no importa si nos hace falta algún statement, no importa, okay? O si no cumplimos completamente con el tiempo. What matters, lo que importa es que nos soltemos y no tengamos como este nervio, okay? I guess that's the important thing here, that we get rid of all of these insecurities that we have, okay? Don't get nervous. This class was planned esta clase la teníamos planeada para dar some speeches, but since we are running out of time, ya nos acabamos el tiempo, running out, okay, let me give you this. We run out. Run out means that que se nos está terminando, okay, run out. I wrote it down here, lo escribí acá abajo. We're running out of time, okay? También cuando se te está terminando el agua, you can say, we are running out of water. Okay? Ya se nos está terminando. We're running out of time here. So next class, okay, not next class, next session not, because next session we have 2 hours. So I would like to spend those hours with a grammar topic. But next week, next Tuesday, we're going to practice impromptu speech. Okay, so make sure you take a coffee, make sure you have a stress ball, probably, if you feel like very stressed, because next Tuesday we're going to give our first impromptu speech. Okay, la próxima sesión que la tenemos doble, vamos a ver algo de gramática, pero el próximo martes, pues prepárate con una bolita de estrés o algo porque vamos a dar nuestro primer impromptu speech. Okay, so thank you very much for joining this session. The train is taking me out. Okay, ya me está llevando el tren. So thank you for joining and see you next session.
Okay, see you, teacher. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Sichu.
You bye.
Choo choo.
Escucha eso, ni siquiera los escucho. Ay, no.
Choo choo.